Okay, our next honoree is a team, the 2001 OCU women's soccer team. And here to introduce the team is our head coach, a member of the OCU Athletic Hall of Fame, and also the NAIA Coaching Hall of Fame. Please welcome Brian Harvey.
First of all, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming out today to support the honorees. I feel that the team that I had, or the team back in 2001 that made the national tournament, actually would not have made it had it not been for the wonderful support of all of their parents, who are I see a lot in the audience this afternoon. So it's always nice to see support from parents. One of the nice things about this team was it was a team that actually was a mixture of young ladies from Tulsa and mostly Oklahoma City. It was a team that just was the perfect storm. They were absolutely unbelievable. In the 4 years that we were together, they won 98 games, tied 4, and lost only 3 games. So it was just an unbelievable experience. In fact, I used to say to my assistant coach, Billy Martin, who really is a very good friend of mine also, I'd say to Billy, we'd be going on a trip, and I'd say, hey Billy, the bus driver's going to coach the team in non-conference, and in conference I'd like you to take over, but when we get to nationals, I feel I should do my bit as well. That's how good they were. They were absolutely a group of young ladies that had the perfect balance. We had people who could score goals. We had a young lady in goal that actually put us into the final. We played the #1 team in the nation, and she saved three of our penalty shots. And if you've ever been a goalkeeper and you face 5 shots and you save 3, I mean, that's just an unbelievable effort. And it was a whole group. I just remember we played at Lindenwood in the final game. We played a team out of California, and it was a long day. It was awfully long. It was an 8 o'clock kickoff, and we had the whole day to sit around and think about what was going to happen that evening. And Nicole, my daughter, was sitting in my room, and we were just sitting around, and the phone rang, and she picked the phone up, and it was President McDaniels, who basically were in the Great Hall this morning, and I said, who is it? She said, oh, it's some guy called Tom. So I said, that's Mr. McDaniels, it's the president, so give me the phone quickly. So it was, but it was a long day, but then we were very unfortunate in the final to lose. So it was a great ride. It was a ride that it was just something that I doubt will ever happen again. They set a wonderful standard. They made me look like a great coach, and it was just the greatest ride ever. I'm so proud of these young ladies. I'm so proud of the 2 young ladies who are going to come up and talk a little bit now about the team, a little bit more about their achievements together, and that's 2 of our Hall of Famers. That's Cristy Womack and Sally Cole. So I'd like Sally and Cristy to come on up at this moment, please.
Let's get the whole group up.
thankful and honored we are to be here today. Being up here with my team, I can't express how grateful I am for that. I also just wanted, this was easier when I was doing it when no one was in front of me. So I also wanted to say that a lot of us still play together, and we still think that we're awesome. It's just in the over 30 league now. I'm going to be very brief because Sally told me I had to speak, so I got the speech prepared. We had a lot of adventures in our time at OCU. Quick highlight, dorm life, living with some of our teammates, living next to them. Hobbs, New Mexico, need I say more? Lauren and our fundraising efforts at car washes. Tattoos, we met jockeys along the way, who would have thought? Damaged vans, lost licenses, and a trippers, let's get on the airplane. Curfew shenanigans, karaoke night, and the blue light on top of the building. That was always a very fun memory. Oh, I'm sorry. Another fond memory is OCU time. So that was actually still undecided exactly what that means, but it is most specifically and definitely 15 minutes before the stated time that you were to be anywhere. So we got that much done. So also 2-a-days, and then people getting lost in DeLacy Park after cutting through the woods. So I want to say thank you to Harvey and to Bill. Bill's not here, but you all afforded us opportunities that we wouldn't have otherwise had, and gave us an incredible experience at OCU, along with all the professors we ran into, and we're eternally thankful for that. And also wanted to thank our families. We wouldn't be here without you guys, so we appreciate you. And I think a lot of us are starting to experience what that commitment was as we're taking our children to soccer practice and games and tournaments and everything that goes with it. So just wanted to say thank you for that, and Sally's going to speak now.
Again, I just want to kind of copy what she said. It's an honor to be here with this team. It's an honor to be recognized with the other honorees. Everybody is just amazing people, amazing athletes, and I feel like this team really encompasses that and still does. You know, even though, you know, we are not playing soccer together, you know, all together anymore, but we just feel like, you know, we are better people from our experience here. And like Cristy said, many of us are mothers, and sorry. You know, it's just, when you bring your own children into the world, you can really see what you want to emulate when you have peers and friends like we've made, and wonderful parents that we have. If all the parents could stand up, please. Everyone that just stood up is just amazing. I mean, they were at every game, cheering us on. I can't believe how many hugs I received, and just from all of these parents, and just saying how much fun it was to watch us all play. And we are all extremely humble people, but we were really good. It was just the greatest team. I mean, it was just, that ball was on a string. We just loved it. And my mom and I went through some stats, and we never lost a game. We didn't lose too many, but we didn't ever lose a game by more than 1 goal, because we were always fighting. And there was several games where we were down 2 goals, and maybe we lose 2-1, you know, but that shows character, and that shows that we were still fighting and we were still trying. And, you know, all of us have that heart. I don't care how much you played. I don't care about any of that. I care that we are all, you know, just together in it. And we always were, and it was just so much fun. And I just wanted to go through a few memories, as Cristy did as well. One time that it was 1999, and it was when we weren't really sure how good we were going to be. We took a 12-hour drive to Centenary, Division I team, and we beat them 6-0. So that moment for me is like, you know, we're going to be able to do this. We're going to be able to, you know, go far. We had 3 straight trips to the national tournament, and just always played with that fight and that heart that every single person up here has. And that's why it wasn't going to be 1 or 2 people standing up here. It needs to be this entire team, because every single person played a role, and they're all extremely important. And Some memories. Our Halloween parties were pretty fun. But this and that's the thing is, it's not just soccer memories. We have memories of all of us just being together and nobody was ever excluded. It wasn't anything like that. And we had one, I'm not going to go into great detail, but one Halloween party where it was Claudia's grandmother's minivan I drove that night. And I bet 15 teammates were shoved in that van. And it was just, the speedometer light didn't work. So there were no seats. And Tosh had to flashlight the speedometer so I could see how fast I was going. And, it was just things like you just never forget. And we're never going to forget that experience. And it was just such great fun. And 8 of us came from there was a group of 8 of us that came from the same club team and a group of 4 others from the Tulsa area that came from the same club team. So we already had that chemistry, we just already had that whenever we all started playing together. And it showed. It showed on the field. It showed on the field whenever we played. And Sarah Matheny sent, and Scott now, and she'd quote, I asked everybody, I was like, what kind of memories would you like me to talk about? And she quote that we are not only teammates, but sisters who have celebrated milestones in marriage, careers, and children. So a lot of us have been in each other's weddings. We have, we share birthday parties. And it's just that's never going to stop. I don't feel it's just that kind of friendship that we have. And Coach Harvey mentioned the penalty kicks, but in the semifinals of the national tournament, we played this team that about only our parents and I believed we were probably going to beat. And we took them. We were down 2-1, and we took them all the way into penalty kicks. And Amanda Loyal saved the first 3, and she saved them. It wasn't them missing, it wasn't them hitting the crossbar. She physically saved them. And our first 3 penalty kick takers were Cristy, Nicole Stickle, and Claudia Dahlberg, and they made them. That's unheard of. It's unheard of to just be 3 up, 3 down, and we won. It was just that awesome, and it was just also something that we will never forget, and that was an amazing, just experience to go through. We also had a game where we were playing against a team from California, and it was just monsooning. It was just pouring rain, and we fought so hard. They had a lot of speed, and the game was going down to the wire, and we were down 1-0 or 2-1? 2-1. 2-1. We were down 2-1, and there was less than a minute in the game. And most teams, maybe not most teams, but a lot of teams would be like, we tried hard, that's cool. But we kept going, and we drove up the field. Billy Martin, who I will speak about, I just can't quit talking about him or Coach Harv ever. But he ran, the ball went out of bounds, he ran and got the ball and gave it to Amber Sargent. This happened almost 20 years ago, and it's like it happened yesterday. And he gives the ball to Amber Sargent. Amber Sargent throws it into me. I kick the ground and somehow cross a ball, and the goalie drops it, and Sarah Matheny kicks it in. 7 seconds. We're on that clock. And it was just fun. And then we go into overtime, and Tosh scores a goal, and then just goes and dives in a puddle. So we all just dive. Every single person, everybody was diving in this puddle. And again, I'm just trying to show just how we were, and still are, and we give everything we had on that field every time, and it was just so much fun. And I would like to talk about both Coach Harv and Billy Martin. It's just, you can't sum up everything that they did for us. They believed in us. They believed that we could accomplish what we did. They believed in our character, much like it's been talked about today. And you use that to play. If somebody doesn't believe in you, then it might be hard to get out there and give all that effort every day. But when you have a coach that truly believes in your ability and believes in your heart and believes in how you play, then you're going to leave it out there. And that's how we played. And Coach Harvey, we have so many memories. And all of them good. I mean, just very, very fun. And we didn't get ridiculed a lot because we played so hard for him. And he made us want to play for him like that. And that's, what encompasses a great coach. And some of us went into coaching. I coached for 10 years, and every time I was on that field coaching, I was like, what would Harv do in this situation? What would Billy do? But that's just who they were. And I'm so sorry that Billy couldn't be here. He wishes that he could. And one memory I have of Billy is we were doing a drill, and we called it shoot and follow. We did it a lot, and Billy's like, I can't remember what he said, but let me show you how it's done. And he just wipes out. I mean, just slams. I thought he knocked the wind out of him. It was just hilarious. And we just had so much fun. But we were serious when we needed to be, and we had fun when we could. It was just part of that. And I will never forget any of those experiences I've had with either one of them. And I also wanted to mention we have 4 girls that could not make the luncheon today, and they were Melinda Kersey and Casey Cornett and Jennifer Gonzalez. And I have Mindy Walker FaceTiming right here. What's up, Mindy? She is currently serving our country and could not. Can we give her a round of applause? And she is stationed in Great Lakes, Illinois. She is training civilians to become sailors. So she is working very hard for us. Mendels was always next to me on the field, and I mean, just one of my best teammates that I've ever played with, and I love you very much, Mendels, very much. And I wanted everybody to recognize her as well. And we all have, thank you. And again, I'm just honored to be here. I'm honored to speak. Anybody could say anything, and I'm very honored to be representing this team, and along with Cristy and just everybody. And we are now, we have moved on. We are teachers, we are nurses, there are doctors, there are attorneys, there's CPAs, there's military members. And we also have somebody that's on TV a lot with the Thunder, Katie Kurtz. She is famous. But just in closing, I want to recognize every one of these players. So I'm not going to do this for an hour. I'm just going to run through, and everybody can give like a little wave. And because every single person is important. And we thank everyone for their support. This college, and much like was talked about today, just encompasses that family. And we were all so close, and it was just a great university. We all have careers now because of our education here, and just really enjoyed our time. And there are memories that are long-lasting. I think I can speak for everyone when it was about the best 4 years, that we could have ever imagined playing college soccer. And we just really, really enjoyed our time here. So just very quickly, I'm going to say your jersey number. Congratulations. Number 0, Stephanie Bradburn. Number 1, Amanda Royal. We're going to lady names here. Number 2, Mindy Walker. Number 3, Nicole Stigl. Number 4, Casey Cornett. She did not make it. Number 5, Julie Bonanza. Number 6, Heather Rivera. Number 7, Natasha Anderson. Number 8, Cristy Womack. Number 9, Sally Cole. Number 10, Sarah Matheny. Number 11, Melinda Kersey. She did not make it. Number 12, Lauren Mize. Number 13, Casey Sultani. Number 14, Mindy Week. Number 15, Whitney Jesse. Number 16, Amber Sargent. Number 17, Kara Doyle. Number 18, Claudia Dallenberg. Number 19, Nicole Harvey. Number 20, Emily Kerr. Number 21, Katie Kurtz. And number 22, Jennifer Gonzalez. Is that good? Okay. We just really appreciate everything. Thank you very much.